Hey guys, so it's Tamara. I'm actually at the Cathedral of Learning at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine in Pittsburgh. So I figured I would take you on my tour of the cathedral. It's so beautiful, it's so historical. And I'm here for a training called Violence Against Practitioners. So I'll try to bring you along with me as much as I can. I think you'll enjoy this, so stick around. Okay guys, so this is like the 1500th time that I have gotten lost in this elevator, so I'm gonna try to figure out where the heck I'm going, okay? I don't know if you guys have ever seen an elevator like this. So confusing. Okay guys, so I am now in an elevator and I'm trying to go up to the 20th floor, and this is like floor 8. So yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. This is an actually very tiring experience, but I'm not complaining. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm at floor 20. Bye. So hey guys, I am still in the Cathedral of Learning and my training is almost over. I'm so tired. So I'm just kind of walking around and trying to wake up. It's like 2:30 Eastern time and I'm just ready to go. Such a beautiful room, guys. It really is. So historical. I'll let you see the fireplace too. I have like 30 minutes left. I think I can do it. I had something to eat. I had lots of caffeine, and so I'm gonna give that a shot, and hopefully I can make it. I don't know how I got through graduate school for 7 years. Well, college and graduate school, all of that total was 7 years plus an internship. I'm so tired. Oh my god. It's probably because I'm in my 30s now that I can't do like I used to. But it like reminds me of an old-fashioned church, you know? So pretty. But I better get back upstairs to my training. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Okay guys, so I am actually back in the car because I got to the training and they told me there's free parking in a different parking lot. Great, so that means I had to walk through the cathedral again and then like try to find parking. They gave me a really neat ticket, and in that ticket it allows me to park for free as a practitioner. So right now what I'm doing is trying to let all these college students by. And I'm at the University of Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, and there's like tons of students in this crosswalk. And there's buses around, and you can literally sit here for hours. And unfortunately, we have like crazy drivers who don't allow the students to cross in the crosswalk. That's the sad part about it, that our drivers are so bad. You guys know I've complained about this before. But right now I'm trying to go to Soldiers and Sailors Memorial parking lot. And then I have to walk at least 3 miles to get to where I'm going. And I'm not 100% happy about that, but I'll burn some calories. So we'll try to get as much as this very important conference on video as I can. So I will see you then.
And when the client begins to talk, listen. Okay. One of the most important things I learned as a young social worker was to shut up.
So hey guys, it's Tamara. I'm finally done with that training. I'm so tired. I cannot wait to get in the car and just drive for a little bit. I will catch up with you guys later. So hey guys, I'm finally in the car and I am on my way back to the office. The conference is over. I'm so exhausted. Oh my God, I'm so tired. That was an 8-hour training and conference and I just feel depleted, you know, and I tried to eat healthy like I always do. So I am exhausted because of the material. I just think the material is really emotionally and psychologically draining. The conference was about violence against practitioners. And one of the reasons I wanted to go to that training, I registered for it and paid for it back in May. And one of the reasons I wanted to go is because number one, I'm in private practice. And number two, I see a lot of families who are dealing with trauma and domestic violence and family challenges and even violence. And unfortunately, you know, violence is something that I have come up against over my 12-year career in the field. And so I think it's always good to just be humble and say, okay, maybe there's some things I don't know. And because of that, you're welcome. Because of that, I think it's really good to just go to these trainings and get some more information. I'm sorry, guys, I was letting a kid across the street. You know, one thing I can't do when I'm driving is I can't stand to see kids trying to cross the street by themselves. And especially when they're trying to get off the bus. Like, stop. Like, you know, I've seen cars just keep going like, you know, I have a green light. Well, good for you, but there's kids trying to cross the street. Okay, never mind. I had to put that out there. I hate it. But anyhow, I think it's humble to just say, okay, maybe there's something that I don't know. Maybe I missed something. So what I did is I registered for this conference or this training, you can call it. And I went to the Cathedral of Learning in Oakland and Pittsburgh, which I absolutely hate Oakland. And I've said that a million times to my families. But during this experience, we talked about violence against practitioners, threats and harassment and stalking and verbal threats, abuse, you know, things that should not be happening within a therapeutic relationship. You know, I think I've always been really blessed and really favored by God not have been attacked in my career, because I tend to come across as really empathic and loving and caring, you know, and it's almost bad for those clients who like to manipulate and intimidate, you know. So I remember being in where was I? I was in another doctor's practice working. I was just kind of getting familiar with private practice, and I had to be about 25, maybe 26. And I had a client, he was a dad and he had 2 kids and he had just divorced his wife. And, you know, I think the experience kind of traumatized me in a sense to a place of knowing that I need to protect myself and keep my clients safe and keep security measures always before me. You know, because the possibility of being harmed is really, really high, you know. To merge here. But so, you know, I was working in that practice and, you know, with the dad, and I have the 2 kids, and they would come in and they would cry all the time, and They loved coming to see me, and I liked seeing them. And unfortunately, their mother had schizophrenia. She was delusional. She had hallucinations. She was highly jealous of her divorced husband, and she was worried that he was attracted to me. And you know, no matter how professional I was, it didn't matter. It was her mental illness that really made this difficult. And so she started stalking me. She would call my office and hang up. Then she would call my work cell phone and then hang up. Or she would call my office and make a threat. And, you know, I got to a place where I became non-afraid, if you know what I mean. It's like, okay, if this is the game that we're going to play, we're going to have to play it. I'm going to have to document, and take safety measures. And thankfully, by the grace of God, she stopped. It was just a month or two of that. But it was still long enough to really make me nervous and uneasy. So, you know, since then, and after working in so many juvenile delinquent centers and residential programs and criminal justice programs and private practice settings where I had little security. After that, you know, I just got to a place where I realized, okay, I need to stay knowledgeable about this as much as possible. And so that's what I was doing today. And so, was it time well spent? I think so. I'm just so tired because it was so much information. Some of it was information that wasn't new to me. So, you know, that can kind of bore you a little bit. But for the most part, it was useful. So I'm really glad that I took the time to go. On Monday, we're going to have a discussion about trauma, childhood trauma. And so I'm going to be focusing a little bit more in depth on that with you guys. So let me know in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video and if you want me to do more vlogs like this, because I'm always going to conferences or cathedrals, or sometimes I'm
in 1,000 feet, sharp right onto Greenfield Avenue.
All right, I got you, girl. Sometimes I'm the keynote speaker, or sometimes I do webinars. So if you like to see what I do behind the scenes of YouTube, just in my career, because I'm a very private person.
Sharp right onto Greenfield Avenue, then turn left onto Irvine Street.
I will do that. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.